Hello, welcome to another Atari gameplay video. This time I've got Centipede, which is not the original Atari Centipede for the Atari 800s, Atari 8-bit line of computers. This is a conversion of the Atari 5200 cartridge by Glenn, the Atari 5200 man, I think is what it is. No, Glenn the 5200 man. What Glenn did was took cartridges for the 5200 and converted them to play on the Atari 8-bit line, which was great because they were generally different. The systems were similar in spec, but not identical. And without these conversions, well, I shouldn't say without them, but the conversions allowed Atari 8-bit users to experience Atari 5200 games without actually owning an Atari 5200 system. So I think Glenn was pretty well liked by the Atari community, but probably not the Atari Corporation itself. So let's have a go here. There's 3 difficulty settings and player 1, player 2. Other than that, it's Centipede. I think the graphics are same graphics mode, but I think better presented than the official conversion of this game from the arcade by Atari. You can see the spider's got a lot more detailed animation, and you'll see the other elements of the game actually look, I think, arguably better than the official conversion. So, gameplay is the same, of course, and I believe it's harder than the original conversion. It's probably quite similar to the arcade, I'm going to say, in difficulty level. Depending on how I do here, I'll maybe have a go in the different difficulty modes and see how it goes. Oh, look at those fleas. They look better, more animated. I think their speed up is more pronounced than on the official conversion, which does make them a little harder to kill. If you shoot them too low, when you hit them once, they accelerate, and it takes a second hit to kill them, so you gotta watch out for those guys. If you hit them when they're too low down, they'll crash right into you. Ooh, good one, Mr. Spider. Alright, one more player. No. Alright, kamikaze spiders, gotta like that. Okay, wow. Well, that didn't last very long. Let me have a go on... let's have one more go on standard mode here. I think the scoring mechanisms are all exactly the same. The spider... Oh yeah, good. I'll ram into you right by myself. The spider gives you 300, 600, or 900, depending on how far away from you it is when you hit it. When you smash into it, I don't think it gives you anything. You should get extra points if you deliberately ram it. Maybe not. Okay. As you can see, I am truly a master of this conversion. However, I think it's a good conversion. It plays quite smoothly. I could make the argument that it's hard to play and talk at the same time, but I don't know that that's entirely accurate. Let's have a go on easy. See how easy is easy. Mushroom placement is highly randomized. Oh, the spider gets hung up on the centipede. Interesting. I don't know that I've ever noticed that before. I wonder if that's an arcade feature as well. I don't think this is appreciably any easier than maybe the spider's moving a little less quickly. Maybe, not sure. This feels very similar to normal. Well, okay, the centipede is... Oh, when he gets down to the bottom, maybe he moves a little slower. That's what I think I observed. Centipede get down to the bottom and see what happens here, just for the experimentation's sake. Oh, no, never mind. That was obviously not the case. Okay. Wow, just as bad at easy mode as I am at normal mode. Standard mode. Alright, let's give hard a go. Spider. Yeah, you know, I don't know that these difficulty levels are doing anything. It would be interesting to compare to the original 5200 game, maybe by emulation, which obviously this is. I also have a Mr. Intel DE10 Nano. It's actually not called a Mr. It's called an Intel DE10 Nano, but the software for it, which turns it into what's called a Mr. platform, where it implements in field programmable gate array logic a whole bunch of older computer systems, video games, arcade games. I think I enjoy on the Mister. On the subject of the Mister, I'll maybe make some Mister videos at some point. I gotta get set up for it though. Ooh, nice kamikaze move there. I think I enjoy the old computer aspect of it as much or more than the arcade game aspect of it. Also consoles like the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive if you're not in North America, or the Super Nintendo, all of those sorts of things. Tons of fun. And lets you play all kinds of things that you can, of course, play pretty much all of them via software emulation on your computer, but it's a bit of a different experience with the Nano, and it also allows you, with some adapters, to use original controllers. Which I guess is also possible on PCs, but I think the input lag and things tends to be a little higher in the emulation world. Oh my gosh. Well, clearly I am not so good at this version. I'm going to have one more go. Hard mode. I'm not convinced is any harder than even easier or normal. Is the Centipede maybe moving a little faster? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong about the difficulties. They're not dramatically different though. Spider got hung up there. I think that's probably a bug in the game, or bug might be too strong a word, but I don't think that's intended behavior. Ooh, that was close. Now look at that slow moving Centipede. I think that might just be down to the level. First time you have the fleas, the Centipede moves a little slower. I think that's what it is. I use the word level loosely here. It's the only thing that differentiates the levels is, I shouldn't say the only thing, but it's which Centipede you're on, really. And the more Centipedes you... Ooh, look at that guy flying across there. The more Centipedes you've eliminated, the more enemies, different types of enemies come out, and the harder the game gets. Okay, maybe the difficulty mode has to do with how fast the difficulty ramps up. Hey, the scorpion looks like a scorpion, look at that. Kinda. As much as anything looks like anything in this game. The best looking critter in this game, I'm gonna say, is the spider. The mushrooms have the outlines in the same way that they did in the arcade, which makes it look a lot better, I think, than the official Atari conversion. Ooh, Spider just whipped across the screen laterally, sort of, until he decided to kamikaze me. Hey, look at this! I'm a new master of the game. Practice makes better, I guess. Even in a 10-minute session. Conceivably. Alright, you naughty centipedes. Let's get you out of my garden. I'm farming mushrooms over here. Ooh, lots of loose segments. That's interesting. I think at this point in the arcade you would have more than... Like if you got past... I wasn't really counting, but I think it's been at least 5 centipedes. think if you get past 5 centipedes in the arcade, you'll tend to have more than that many points. I don't think I got an extra man at 16k. Maybe I did. Ah, unfair. Okay, alright, pretty fun. Good game, one of my faves, Centipede, that is. I'm tempted to take a look at Centipede and play the conversions on different platforms. I think there were a lot, so that might get tedious, but I might give it a go. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks very much for watching.